What's up, y'all? So, honestly, y'all, I've been sick for the past few days, and it's not like a bad sickness or anything. It's just my allergies have been just doing its thing in its season of pollen. I've been trying to take a rest, and I haven't really been able to, just because the way I've been feeling. And I wanted to pretty much just get on here and just like talk about like the feeling of feeling like you're stuck or like you're frozen or like you're lazy or feeling just like that you could be doing more in your time where you actually need to be resting. I just feel as though that one, I've been working like nonstop since forever. It feels like just starting from the beginning. I pretty much been working and like double working or triple working myself since college, honestly, because during that time I was in college full time and also working full time. That required me to do like, I wouldn't necessarily say it was like manual labor, but I mean, it technically was manual labor for hours on end. So it was like barely any sleep, go to campus, study, all that stuff, go to work, do that for full time, like 40 hours a week type thing. And it was like repeatedly every year. And I didn't take any breaks in the summer. Like, people like take summer breaks. I didn't take any breaks. I would literally went full throttle, no stopping, because I wanted to reach my finish line at a certain time, in which I did. So it kept me back from a lot of doing a lot of things. But it also just like I felt like motivated to just get it done. So I guess that's what was keeping me afloat during that time. Even though it was really, really tough, it was really hard, and especially like going towards like my last semesters of school, like I was feeling like real heavy. It was like real heavy because like around the last few semesters of my college experience, that's when COVID started and everything moved to online. And then like you just had to pivot from doing all that stuff to online and then just still showing up to work, doing all that for, like I said, like 40 hours a week. It was a lot. It was a lot of my body. It was a lot of my mental. It was a lot on everything. And so I kind of like took that and just like made the best out of it with what I could do. So now to present day, like I'm sitting here like I'm sick, not really feeling like 100%. And I'm sitting here thinking like things that I could be doing as far as like studying for the next thing, or like how can I do this and how can I do that. Like I'm always looking to find ways to regroup and like reorganize myself, but I'm never really finding ways to take a break. I'm never really finding ways to just relax. And I feel like anybody could tell you this. Like, I don't even take vacations from work or anything because I always feel like I have to be there. I have to be like working or I have to be doing something because lo and behold, like when I did catch COVID, like I had to sit in the house for like 2 weeks. And when I tell you, it was the most daunting thing ever. Like I was having panic attacks like every day. And it was just like a lot of my body physically as well, just because like being that sick. But I was having panic attacks, and then it didn't just stop from that point. It kind of continued. So I just continued to have panic attacks after panic attacks, and not really knowing that it was panic attacks, but more so like I was experiencing a lot of anxiety that translated to having panic attacks. And I didn't really know what any of that stuff was because like I said, I never really experienced that before up until then. And there was a particular situation where I had just started like going to the gym, and well, I didn't just start, like I signed up before and then I stopped, and then I like canceled it because like COVID thing happened, and then like after like COVID died down and everything was like starting back to open, I rejoined the gym, and they had like this little whole like training session to like figure out like what your body goes and what you want to do, like how often you want to work on it. And at the time, like looking back at my schedule, I remember telling the guy, because he was like, how often do you want to go to the gym or come to the gym to like get your body goals? And I remember telling him, one day a week. Like that's how you gonna see out of me. He's like, one day a week, you're not gonna really show no results. Like, it's gonna be a long time before you actually show results. It's like I have people come in 3 to 4 days out the week, and I'm just like, yeah, that's just not me, buddy. And at the time, I think I was getting ready to finish school, and so this was probably like my last semester in college, and I remember like going and doing the training with him, and he was like, go ahead and like get your heart pumping. So like get on, I think I did the Stairmaster. So I did that for like 15 minutes, and then I stopped. And then when he took me to like the training room, and then we was doing like all these intervals, and like while doing it, I was talking to him. Mind you, I had just got done eating like a full breakfast too, in which I knew that I probably shouldn't have done that just based off an experience that I had in college. But I was like, maybe this is like a different time. Y'all, I literally passed out, and like my aunt had to come and get me because like, one, I passed out, then I came back to life, or not to life, I just came back, and I started having a really, really bad panic attack, and my aunt had came and pretty much rushed me to the hospital because nobody knew like what was going on with me. Even I didn't even know. So I had the worst panic attack ever, and it took me a few months to like get the courage to just go back to the gym again and just like start at my own pace. And ever since then, like, that's just like my thing. Like, that's my baby. I can't go a day without going to the gym. If I do, it just irritates my cycle. So like with that being said, like even though like I've been feeling a lot of like sickness from just like my allergies lately, one thing that it can't stop me from doing is going to the gym. I will go in there, snot nose, everything. I will go in there, blow my nose, and keep it pushing. Like, we ain't gonna let that stop us. But I found ways that motivate me to go to the gym. Now, there's a lot of things that I want to do like in my lifetime, and I feel like I don't really have enough time to do it, so I'm trying to make the best out of it. And I just have this feeling that comes over me constantly of just feeling like defeated with this whole wanting to pivot like career path. That's in itself has me feeling like highly defeated. Like, when I tell you, it's like no after no after no after no after no after no. And I get it, like a yes is gonna come, but it's like, how many no's can somebody throw in your face before you're just like, bruh, like, I'm tired. Like, I gave it my all. I continue to give my all. And there's like only so much that a person could be willing to give before it's just like, you know what? Maybe let's just not do that. And I feel like I always get to that point eventually, but so far I haven't really got to that point. I've just been feeling a weight of being just like defeated. Like, I kid you not, that's the only thing that really goes through my mind is defeated, 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 defeated. Like, prime example, like today I was at the gym and I was finishing like my workout, and I was doing this Stairmaster, and I got a notification on my phone, but like my notifications be on silent, so I have it on Do Not Disturb anytime that I go near the gym. So it'd be on Do Not Disturb, but I remember swiping down and I looked at this certain notification, and I just had like so many thoughts going through my mind that I was starting to feel like a lot of anxiety from it. And so I just had to stop the treadmill. I mean, not the treadmill, the Stairmaster. And I was just like, like I have to breathe, one, and then like pretty much say a chant in my head, like, you got this, you're going to continue to get through this, God got you, keep it pushing. And so I kind of just like continue to chant things like that in my head to keep motivating me to just keep going. But there's just been so many days recently, so many times where I just want to sit in my house and I just want to be to myself. If I have to, just cry it out. To be in just that emotion and not try to not be in that emotion and then just feel like the consequences afterwards of just like not allowing myself to feel that feeling. I said all that to say just like I've been feeling really, 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 really stuck just in life in general and frozen. And I'm not sure what to do or how to move, but I just know that every day that God gives me another day to live, I just have to make the best of it. And I used to be like this person that would organize my weeks ahead of time, know what I'm doing, this and the third. I can't even do that no more. Like my days are kind of just like the same like routine of waking up, going to the gym, or waking up, working, then going to the gym, study again, blah blah blah. Like there's been times where my friends would text me and be like, "Hey, you want to do this, or you want to do that, you want to do this," and I'm kind of just like, "No, I gotta do this and the third. No, I gotta do this." So like, you guys seeing me like getting out, going to soccer games, and like just going out places. That's like all new to me because I really don't go anywhere, and I'm only doing that just because I'm trying to like redo my whole YouTube thing. And so far, like my YouTube has been doing a really, really good job. And I'm honestly really proud of myself for not giving up on it because I kid you not, this is like probably my third time revamping my YouTube. No, fourth, because I started my YouTube channel in high school and I used to do makeup. So I used to post like videos of like doing makeup. And then after high school, I kind of stopped and I didn't know like what I wanted to do after high school. So I took a gap semester off to like figure out what my plan was and what I wanted to do. And during that time, I remember I was working at Starbucks because that was like my high school job out like and then kind of carried over to like after high school. I was working at Starbucks and I used to vlog like my days of just like everything that I used to experience, like when people would not want me to make their coffee just because I'm gay and things like that. So it was a lot that went on in those vlogs. But then again, those vlogs wasn't really doing numbers. And I just kept looking at like the numbers and numbers and numbers. And so like I just got unmotivated to do it anymore and I just stopped. And then I tried to revamp it again by like doing like a singing. I think I was singing. I would start singing like songs, and then I stopped. Well, I guess it's like my fifth time. So I stopped doing that, and then I started to like do the whole vlog thing again. But then like I wasn't really liking how the vlogs are coming out. They just wasn't interesting to me if I was to watch them. So then I stopped doing it again. And then now I'm doing it now and I'm liking the content that I'm putting out. I'm liking the engagement on it on my channel, and then just like overall support from like people that I don't even know. When they say that strangers will support you more than anybody in your life ever would, like I wholeheartedly believe that. Aside from that, y'all, I said all that to say, just like as much as this is like my motivation to just keep going, even in the test of times, I want you all to also keep going. Don't stop. Don't let this be your ending. Don't give up on the things that you want to conquer in life or the goals that you have set for yourself. Even though there's been so many no's in your life, my life, we're going to always find a yes that's going to come. Because I feel like we always try to make our own paths and holes and this and the third and try to get to places where we think we're good, but we're really not. Because you know what they say, the grass is not green on the other side. But I feel like when that door opens for you, that's only God. This is like my motivation to keep going. And I want this to be you all's motivation as well, because there's no ending to our roads. We got to stop comparing ourselves to people that we see online because everything is not what you think it is based off of online perceptions. Stay focused. Like if there's a goal that you want to reach within this quarter, this year, the next 5 years, the next 10 years, stay focused on that goal. Do everything that you have to do in your power in order to make that goal happen for yourself. Be selfish. Be selfish with your time. If you have to practice the form of detachment, go ahead by all means. I'm telling you, it works for me. I'm quite sure it'll work for y'all too, just because you will find a reason to stay focused when you're not constantly finding ways to not be focused, if you know what I mean. So all the partying, all that stuff, but if that's your thing, like, congratulations. Finding ways to stay focused and also motivating yourself, motivating your peers, find connections of people like-minded like you, people who starting things just like you, to like motivate each other to keep going, because even though your role may feel hard, it looks easier to the next person because they're not where you are. So just continue to just like motivate each other to reach to reach goals, because there's a lot of room out here for a lot of us to continue to just like grow in these spaces, and especially just like creating content. It's a big space for us all to share. So I always say, just like motivate one another, be a change that you want to see in this life. And I'm going to continue to try to rest, reset, give myself time, take a break, because I'm always constantly like going 100 miles per hour. That's how I feel. If there's one thing that I know, it's God's timing is always right. Bye, y'all. See y'all in the next video.